I'll Glassdoor it or like look at the reviews and be like, nope, do not apply.
1.5 stars. Like
why?
this is
Why is the United States government 1.5 stars?
But I have an idea as
What's
to why
the
they named it.
idea?
Because under Trump, we're the safest country. No one's gonna try to do anything. Okay, that wasn't funny. Got it.
I also thinking about it, but I guess a lot of anxiety has to be, in my opinion, not to say I'm a professional, is a perspective shift. We use trauma. It's a tool that we use to explain our pain because sometimes pain is more comfortable than us than to be in the unknown.
Okay, I want you to clip that so the internet can roast the shit out. Just because, let's say you change your tone or you don't take out your frustration or anger when that phone call comes through, right? Just because your mom calls and you're in the middle of a fight and your phone calls and like you can change your tone, doesn't mean you're automatically not angry. Doesn't mean that you're not anxious. Doesn't mean you're
in
not
those moments. In those moments when you pick up the phone, you change your tone and you can have a full-on conversation with your mom. In those moments, you're not angry.
This is what I do. You see what happens? There's a peace treaty in Israel happening. They're exchanging hostages. I wasn't even president.
Okay, dude. What's the minute mark, bro? Oh my God, George.
Don't tell me.
I didn't even record.
I hate you. You're using the iPhone audio.
Okay, I'm using the iPhone.
If it's good enough, you're gonna use it.
Okay. Sorry. Hey, now good audio's about to happen.
This is why he's the idiot.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Learn things that you want to learn.
I got a fun fact for you.
Hope you learned something like that. I hope you laughed.
I'm an idiot. If you have any questions, don't ask us.
Wow, it sounds so much better now. That's amazing. The magic.
Wow, they say.
Okay.
I just came and then all of a sudden the audio fixed.
I don't want that to happen, but go ahead, George. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to mispronounce your name, President Trump. How did you do what you just did? How are you fixing America so quickly?
I'll forgive you.
Okay.
Because I'm a forgiving president.
Yes, you are.
And that's exactly how I did what I did with TikTok, is by forgiving.
Oh, you forgave them for spying on us?
Correct.
Oh, so they're going to continue doing it?
Well, just for 90 days. I told them they can do it for 90 days. They can watch. They can watch.
Okay.
The people, they want the TikTok. They saw me on the TikTok. They saw my dance.
I don't know how much I can take.
I think I'm done with the bit.
Yeah,
I think I'm done with the bit.
I think you're done with the bit. It's like 10 minutes of Trump voice.
I swear to you, if you don't have our intro, I thought I killed the intro, so we better have
you did. Yeah.
All right, getting into it. This is how Trump single-handedly saved your TikTok and saved so many people. It was the worst 12 hours of my life.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
I know what you do if you're not on TikTok. You go in incognito mode.
I haven't figured out how to turn that on.
Okay.
No, so let me tell you how Trump actually saved TikTok.
Because I'm confused.
So everyone was confused, just like you, because they're like, he's not president. How can he do anything that can, make an impact? Now, he actually released I don't know what to call it, on Truth Social.
Truth Social is his social media?
Yeah, it's his version of Twitter, what is now X.
Okay.
He's on Truth Social, and he basically puts out a tweet. One of the first actions I take as president is I'm going to allow any company who allowed TikTok to run or function or blah, blah, blah. I will give them a full pardon. I won't have the prosecutors come after you in any way, shape, or form. And I will give TikTok a 90-day extension if it means that we'll have a deal to be made.
But how is he doing all this? I don't think you answered how he's doing all this before being president.
Okay. How does a company like Apple, who has TikTok on their app store, suffer consequences? Like, what do they care, right? What's the consequence if they don't take TikTok
if
down?
TikTok's banned?
Mm-hmm. Or no, if it's not banned, if they continue to serve TikTok while, let's say, this ban is in place, right? The government would fine them. They would sanction them. They would put penalties against them. And all that happens through the court system.
Okay.
Trump just said, the person I'm putting in charge as head of the DOJ, the Department of Justice, right? Any company who does anything on January 19th that is allowing TikTok to not be banned, we are not going to come after you. Because that's basically all he said. That's all he had to say was, we are not going to put any kind of like judicial process in place against you.
Okay.
And that gave companies the courage to be like, all right, screw it. Like, we don't care. Go ahead. Like, watch your TikToks.
So it was the companies trying to ban TikTok?
No.
I'm confused because, okay, so they were going to ban TikTok, but you're saying the companies that would ban it, Trump would be like, hey, we're not going to come after you if you allow it.
All right. This is where we need to rewind so that the audience understands.
I'm dumb brain.
Dumb brain.
You said a lot of intelligent stuff.
It's okay. I'm here to help.
Can you dumb it down for me?
Okay.
Yeah.
When they say we are going to ban TikTok, who's banning it?
I guess American government.
Yes. Okay. Now, does the government have any control over Apple or Google Play, like their app stores? Do they have any control over those two things? The App Store,
Do
both
they?
App stores? No.
They don't have control of it. Okay.
The only way, like Google and Apple both have their own free will to do whatever they want, right? But what the government says, if you don't do what we want, there will be repercussions. We're going to punish you.
Okay.
Basically, Trump, all he said was, since I'm going to be the government tomorrow,
okay,
I'm telling you that any action taken against you on January 19th, I will repeal. I'll take back. There will be no consequences for you, the app stores,
okay,
if you let TikTok run.
Okay.
And that's when the companies were like, well, we don't have to abide by this ban. We don't have to listen to this law that says that we're banning TikTok because we know that Trump's just going to be like, nah, keep going.
Okay. So question. So the Biden administration was trying to ban TikTok. Is that what I'm trying to get?
Well, let's be real. Like, if we're going to be very specific, what the law does is it gives the president power. First of all, it's passed by Congress. So we, the people, have banned TikTok, even though we don't want it banned.
We, the people, voted.
We, the people.
Who's voting for this?
Congress.
Okay. We the people,
who's represented by Congress,
who's elected representatives.
Yes.
Those representatives have wanted to ban TikTok.
Correct. And they passed a law that bans TikTok.
Okay. Nationwide.
Yes. And it's not TikTok specifically. They have banned any app that is that can breach our national security or can influence our national security.
Okay.
And they gave the president the authority or the power to determine what is a national threat.
Okay. They
gave the president the authority to give and not give extensions on what is. So like one of the ways that Trump was able to say, I'm giving an extension, is in the law. There's a small provision that says, if I feel like there is a deal that's about to be brokered between ByteDance, which is the Chinese company that owns TikTok, and an American company, I can suspend the ban for 90 days. Okay. So that's essentially what he did. He just said, I'm going to use that power. And for the one day that I'm not in power, I'm going to say that I'm going to put in an executive order that says, we're not going to prosecute you companies if you don't ban TikTok.
Okay. Just so, again, I'd like dumb brain. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie, George.
Still confusing?
No, it's not that I was confusing. When you were talking, and this is not to you, it's just me and my puny brain. I started drifting off and I was like, what am I going to eat later today? And then I came back to you talking. Okay. So I maybe missed a little bit what you said, but what I'm hearing or what I've thought of is we the people elected representatives that wanted to ban TikTok. Mm-hmm. Trump is like, nah, it's cool. It's fine. We can have TikTok. Mm-hmm. So then TikTok came back after that 19th.
12, yeah.
Why does Trump want TikTok?
In his words,
because
I did great with the young people.
Because
TikTok helped me a lot.
TikTok definitely helped him a lot. I read that he initially also wanted to ban TikTok.
Yes, he did.
In your opinion, he did it for PR? He did it for the youth acceptance?
He did it for two reasons. My understanding. Again, this is everything that we're saying here, right? It's all speculation.
Yeah, opinion. I said opinion.
Based on what I'm getting wind of, it's more along the lines of he thinks that he can broker a deal to which ByteDance will be willing to sell off TikTok to an American company. So the only reason why he has
is that still in play?
Yes.
Okay.
Supposedly, right? And that's the thing that everyone's speculating about is like, who's trying to buy TikTok? Is it going to be bought? Is he just doing this for clout?
I don't know if he's doing it for clout. He's a businessman.
The young people, they want free education. I gave them free TikTok.
What a trade.
What a trade.
What a trade.
Who cares about your education?
Yeah.
But I will say, like I said, the 12 hours where TikTok was down, I don't know if anybody else will relate to this, but I found myself just like the muscle memory of my finger opening my phone and like going straight to where that app is.
Horrible.
And like seeing the message pop up that's like
touch grass. You know, enjoy another person's company.
I don't know if you guys live in the Midwest, but it is cold as heck outside right now.
Go over to someone's house.
That's not grass.
You're going to touch grass to get to that house.
All the grass is dead, bro.
You're not going to transport.
It's dead.
Oh my gosh,
but do you know
George.
how intense people took this like shutdown?
I heard a lot of people got mad.
Dude, one kid in Wisconsin
I heard about this.
burned down an entire strip mall because that's where his congressman's office is. And that particular congressman voted to ban TikTok. So this kid, motivated by that alone, decides to burn down the entire...
We're done for.
What is wrong?
We're done for because you know what sucks? He thinks he did something. He's like, I got it back.
Oh my God. Everyone's going to be like, I just have to burn something.
Yeah, see, it's horrible.
Here on the Industry Expert Podcast, we believe in achieving your goals through peaceful means. Like, dude, you know what's also kind of crazy?
What?
People are so scared of Trump, like getting into office and him doing some like wild stuff, which fair or not fair, not my place to say because I work for the government. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Biden then, I think this is funny. He made preemptive pardons, right?
Okay.
So he goes, Dr. Fauci, in case anyone tries to...
Can those get repealed?
Huh?
Can those get repealed?
I don't know. That'd be so...
Because you can do preemptive stuff, but then as soon as you're not the president anymore...
I think pardons are permanent. Like you can't...
Really?
Yeah, I don't think you can undo a pardon.
Oh, okay. Well, good luck. Yay. You're good, guys.
Good luck, y'all.
Good job, Dr. Fauci.
Good. This is why I stay on the low level, though.
But I guess I'm very interested in what Trump does because I know we're doing a lot of current events and current news, but very currently tomorrow, is it tomorrow? He's starting the mass deportation in Chicago.
All right, Justin, you're jumping the gun a little bit here.
There's so much happening.
So,
he just got inaugurated.
Let me start my news bit, right?
Okay, sorry. Wait, that wasn't the news bit?
This was one of the news bits. And here's what I want to start off with. His inauguration was special in two different ways.
Because a lot of people came out and performed for him.
Who? Oh, like the people. Who?
Like Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg performed for...
He sure did. He sure did.
My dog.
Everyone's mad at him now.
My dog. He knows what's up.
I guess.
Hey,
man,
now that's Snoop with Trump, bro.
Yeah, Rick Ross performed for him.
Bro,
the boss.
The herb gonna be legal for everybody soon. Let me tell you. So no, it was special for two different reasons.
Okay.
One, usually the inauguration is performed outdoors so that like a mass amount of people can watch and all this kind of stuff. And I think I think the last time this happened was in the 1980s. But today, because it was so ridiculously cold, they decided to move the inauguration indoors.
That's hilarious.
And now this is the cool thing that I think is cool.
What?
Have you ever heard of a TV show called Designated Survivor?
I have not. What is that about?
Okay, so Designated Survivor is a TV show where essentially what happens is every time there's an inauguration or any time that there's like a mass collection of our congressmen, our leaders, our politicians, and all those things all in one place, they always have one person who is literally in a bunker somewhere far away, safe. So in case... something happens, in case somebody had some bad intentions.
Okay.
There's one designated survivor to lead the government.
Oh, I don't know if I like that. Like system in place.
What do you mean when you don't like it in place?
That's a lot of jobs. That's a lot of time. It's a lot of things to control. He's going to be responsible.
He would become
leading and hiring everyone new.
He would be the leader, and then he would be taking job applications. So I'd be like, Mr. Senator, Mr. Congressman, like that.
I'll glass door it or like look at the reviews and be like, nope, do not apply.
1.5 stars. Like
why?
This is
Why is the United States government 1.5 stars?
You can't do anything right. Everyone hates you.
Mismanaged.
Constant shutdowns.
they always defer. They never do any work. Also,
hold up. You know, going back to the TikTok thing, I just want to say that we called it here first on the Idiots Expert podcast. Everyone's so paranoid that TikTok's going to be shut down forever. Literally, we called it last week that even if it happens, like they're just going to kick the can down the road.
But we called it TikTok, so we know something. I don't know if George slithered and talked to the lizards, but we know something.
We have connections. I told you we'd save it.
Okay, what's happening?
Our podcast saved TikTok.
What's happening in the world?
Oh, well, the reason, I know we got a little sidetracked, but this is the first inauguration where there was no designated survivor.
Oh, no one wanted to be?
No. Or it's not that no one wanted to be.
Never did it.
We don't know why they didn't designate a designated survivor. But I have an idea as to why they didn't. Idea? Because under Trump, we're the safest country. No one's gonna try to do anything. Okay, that wasn't funny. Got it.
I'm sorry. I was trying to process what's happening here. I don't know if it was jokey or.
I'm just over here trying to make a joke.
Sorry. Hey, do it again. No,
it's cool. It's cool.
Do it again. My bad.
Under Trump, everyone's safe. Yeah, I just want to get, if you guys ever think that you're too happy and you just want someone to bring you back down, call 1-800-JUSTIN.
Hey,
he'll make you feel.
That's not enough numbers, but still, go ahead.
JUSTIN.
That's a bit more.
Frick.
That's okay.
Whatever. Just call Justin.
No, okay. What's your theory of why they didn't have a designated survivor?
I really think that's what it is. I think Trump's like, we don't need it.
The theory is not that there's when you said theory, I thought it meant like conspiracy. You meant as in, no, they just didn't think they needed one.
I don't know why. They're just like, whatever. It's
America's safe. No, you know what it is? No. They for sure understand that the government in place, everything is supposed to be happening from them. It's going according to plan. Don't worry, guys.
This might not age well, but under his government, everything's going to be on lock, So we're good.
Yep, pretty much. No, but they're so confident. They're like, I can't believe this is working so well. That why do we need plan B, C, D?
Plan A.
Full plan A.
We don't need a plan B. Plan B is for losers.
Designated survivor? What is that?
I'm going to be president forever. Oh, God. All right, maybe take that part.
I'm going to clip that. And if it happens, we all can blame one person.
Hey, another example of how Idiots Experts is always right.
Okay.
He did something that pissed me off.
What did he? Really?
Yeah.
Nah, Elon Musk is still in power.
But Trump did something that pissed me off.
Oh, what did he do to piss you off?
For the night before his inauguration, you know what he dropped?
What did he drop?
A meme coin called Trump coin.
Why did that piss you off? You bought Haktua coin.
It's why I'm broke. I couldn't invest in Trump coin.
He dropped a cryptocurrency. And I wonder, is it booming right now?
Yes.
It has to be.
It's worth billions of dollars.
I should invest.
I'm scared.
Why do you hate that so much?
Because one, I think meme currency is stupid and people who invest in it are stupid and it's going to flop at some point. But I know he's going to make tons of money off of it.
Can the president make money, have an income somewhere else, profit?
Oh, Justin.
I have no clue.
I have no idea. Okay. But I can tell you that Obama went from being a lowly senator. Yeah, he wasn't no millionaire.
Jeez.
He wasn't no millionaire.
I might have to bleep that out.
He wasn't no millionaire, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, man, saying I'm millions.
Oh, okay.
So like, there's money in
I'm
it.
talking about during presidency. After presidency, I can see how a president can make money based off everything that he will do.
I don't know. Dude, there's a workaround for everything. I'm telling you right now. Like anything that anyone says that is not legal, I'm just like, knowing and what I know about the laws, like going through law school, you can make everything work one way through another through enough hoops. That's
true. Like a president wasn't supposed to be a convicted felon, but there's a workaround.
Wait, hold on. First of all, where does it say that the president can be a convicted felon?
Right? But it's a workaround.
Just tell me where it says that.
But it's cool.
Just tell me where.
I'm just saying it's cool now.
I'm just saying there's no punishment.
Yeah, you're right. There was no punishment.
I'm glad we got that sorted out.
Okay. What's the next thing that Trump did?
I'm actually excited for this one.
Oh, you went from hate to hate. You hated the second thing he did.
I don't like it.
Flip it.
All right. First thing he's doing, save TikTok. I'm a fan.
Love.
Second thing, released a meme coin. Not a fan.
Okay.
Third thing, he said he's unclassifying classified information.
Oh, not this again. I feel like he did that in his first presidency.
Nah, but this one's cool. He said he's going to do it. No.
No, remember when he was like, you guys don't know what I read. You don't know.
But I know. I can't tell you.
He's like, oh, if you read the things that I read as a president. Now he's going to release all unclassified stuff?
He's not all, but there's 3 specific ones.
Which ones?
The assassinate. He's releasing all classified information on the assassination of JFK.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
The assassination of.
Oh, it's all assassinations.
Someone else.
Someone else. Okay.
That's
nice.
also Kennedy. I forgot the other person's name.
Research.
I want to say it's RFK. No, RFK, but like
now he's alive.
There's multiple names that maybe he was named after his uncle. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if that's what it is.
Okay. Well, okay. What's the third person?
MLK.
Oh, he's JFK, RFK, MLK.
MLK.
I think Trump just
hold on.
3 letters.
Did you hear the last letter of those 3?
Oh, no.
Big.
No.
Big. Huge.
Is this going to be a conspiracy theory podcast? Is this going to turn into conspiracy theory
this
podcast?
One might be.
You're saying the things that he's doing is to put out a message, not so much that he cares about what the outcomes are.
It was very subtle.
Why is he putting out unclassified?
So he's putting out that he's just what he said was he's like the bureaucracy of the government is just too much, and we classify information too much, and I'm going to unclassify this information.
And he's picked assassinations.
As those specific assassinations, because so many people want to know information. It's always been like kept covered up, you know?
Okay. All right.
Someone told me a theory that I think I think is very accurate. Right?
Okay, about what?
These assassinations.
We are going to turn into a conspiracy theory podcast.
Just hear me out. It's not conspiracy.
I'm going to wear a tin foil hat next week, bro.
It's just thoughts.
Okay.
Right? They're just
Let's
thoughts.
Let's see.
Maybe they're real.
Okay.
Maybe they're not. You know, you be the judge.
What are the thoughts?
So when these things happened, if we find out the truth during those times, right? I think it would have caused mass chaos within the United States. Like one of the conspiracy theories, right? So I'm telling you what a conspiracy theory is. I don't believe in it. Maybe it is, maybe it's not.
Okay.
But some people believe that like a CIA orchestrated some of these assassinations, right? I don't believe anything, actually.
This guy. Wait, you're
Caught myself.
You're saying the reason why they kept the classified details that Trump wants to release is because if they release it at the time, it would have caused mass hysteria. Don't you think there's a lot of American events that already cause mass hysteria?
Sure, but now these are like happened so far like in the past. Everyone's like, nah, I called that. I knew it. It's not like, let me go protest. It's like, it's too late to do something about it. Now it's just like, I called it.
Like, I guess how much of less the assassination attempt happened.
Right.
That would cause already some mass hysteria that your president got assassinated, right?
Yeah.
What type of information? We're going to go deep. Oh man, we're going to go deep. What type of information can get released that would cause even more mass hysteria?
I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
So here was my theory. Here's my conspiracy theory, right?
Okay.
One example I have is, hypothetically speaking, let's say the person who assassinated MLK
was
a white dude.
Okay.
Right? By having it unknown, we can just be like, we don't know who did it. We're against it. This is bad. Right?
You think it would have caused a race issues?
Yeah, 100%. It would have caused like MLK was he was pushing a very peaceful. Hold on. He was.
You're about to use a crazy word there.
I was using this voice for too long.
It's now part of my personality.
Part of who I am.
Okay.
No, but he was very much, and I'm very much a fan of peaceful protest. Mm-hmm. But if someone against him uses unpeaceful means to accomplish a very bad goal,
true,
right? I would say that would push his movement to go towards the dark side.
Don't you think that they already think that?
Which is why they kept it covered up.
What does it mean? It doesn't matter.
And when Trump releases it,
they already think the government did it.
But you can't confirm it.
Okay.
So I
just think it's already mass hysteria. Like the events that happen. So I don't know how much details can make it even worse.
I don't know, man. I think if you release it, I don't know what information is going to come out. Right. And that's the thing that I don't want to pretend to know. I don't want to propagate any false information.
Okay, but don't you even think, so you do think if the details came out back then, it would cause mass hysteria. Don't you think if you release it now and say it was a white man or whatever detail, it would cause the same amount of mass hysteria? Because like, oh, now the government's been lying to us and blah, blah, blah. Can
I tell you? All right, I'm going to give you the liberal argument, right?
Oh, okay. Whoa.
Because it's the same thing that
you can tap into that?
I can tap in.
Okay, go ahead.
Just like, blue. Right?
I care about everything.
Like, conservatives are always like, and again, for the love of God, people, I am not liberal or conservative. I don't freaking care.
Lies. I'm
just giving my opinions.
Lies.
I think I'm a moderate human being.
Lies. George loves Elon Musk. Lies.
That has nothing to do with whether I'm liberal.
You know which side he takes.
I'm going to talk about him next. Don't worry. But they're always just like, when the left movement always says, all right, we want reparations, right?
Yeah.
They go, oh, that happened so long ago. I'm not responsible for that.
That's what conservatives say?
Conservatives, yeah.
Yes,
They go, oh, that's not, what should I have to pay for blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, I think that once this information comes out, right? And people are like, see, you did this, you did that, all these bad things. Conservative argument's going to be like, oh, that happened so long ago. Stop trying to hold me responsible for those people's actions. You know what I'm saying? And which is why he's unclassifying it now.
Yeah, but then you're saying nothing. Basically, what I'm getting is nothing will change.
Yeah, obviously. What? Bro, what?
What are we worried about this unclassifying information to get out if nothing's going to change?
It's interesting. I just want to know.
Oh, you just want to know.
I think it's cool. I just want to find out.
It should be released so like something could happen, change could happen.
No, this is I can't say much, but like
I have no opinion. Okay.
I have no opinion, but like nothing's gonna change, bro.
Oh gosh. Live in a sad nation. What's next? Something good that he's doing now?
What do you mean? I'm making it a happy nation.
Okay. I'm
releasing good information for you to know.
God, okay.
All right. And now back to what you said.
Please, you have to educate me. I'm not going to lie. I read one article and I was like, I can't believe this is happening.
I'll tell you that and I know just as much as anybody else, which is...
Oh, really?
All that's said is that there's going to be a huge amount of officers. And again, you know what's crazy is they don't even say what kind of officers.
But what are the officers doing? They're knocking on doors and talking to people?
Knock, knock. Who's there? I don't know.
Yeah. It's like,
I literally don't know.
Give me proof. If not...
They can't do that.
They have like specific people that they're going to be looking at.
I don't know how they're going to prioritize who, what, right? Literally all that's said is that come as early as possibly tomorrow.
Which is January
21st?
21st.
That a mass amount of government officers, again, they don't even say what kind of officers, are going to be shipped to Chicago and New York for mass raids and things of that nature. And I'm like,
what are these raids? Like, I don't understand. Like raids, when you're saying that, what does this even mean?
What are we raiding?
Yeah, dude. What do you mean? People's homes, apartment complexes, businesses?
I don't know. It's gonna be crazy.
I needed you to do the research. I don't want to do it. I'm scared.
I did the research.
Okay, and no information.
I think it's gonna be like one of those like Jack in the Box kind of moments where like.
But it's happening. How do we know nothing? But it's happening tomorrow.
Is it happening? We don't know.
Yeah, they said it's as early
as.
Okay.
Love the government. It's vague.
Love the government. So you are okay with mass deportations? Go.
Huh? Wait, what?
Yes or no? Go.
I don't have opinions about this. I have no opinions about government, bro.
Okay,
what are you talking
if you
about?
had to ask your friend if they were
what my
okay
friends
with
would
it,
say.
yeah, what would your friend say?
Oh, my friends would have no opinion.
Oh, they also don't have any.
No, my
opinions.
friends would be Switzerland. My friend would be like.
All right, George, we got no answers.
Hold on.
Mass deportation sounds scary as hell. That sounds crazy.
My friend would ask how it's being done.
Okay, so they're starting in Chicago, and then are they going
Chicago
like
and New
state by
York.
state?
I think they're just going to be like, this is a trial, right? Like,
Chicago's the trial
I think
experiment
they're
run.
like, let's see how this subscription goes, you know?
This
Free
is
to cancel
terrible.
after 7 days if it doesn't work.
All right. This is like day one of him being president.
That's we're gonna see how it goes.
Yeah. I'm very blessed that I was born a United States American citizen, but I can't imagine when it comes out how many people this because it's labeled. It's the title, it's the name. Mass deportation.
Look,
there ain't no PR department in the government, bro.
There is actually.
Okay, why we can't like reword it? I'm fine with like getting.
I'm pretty sure it's worded how they want it to be. I don't know. They said it, not me.
Like, okay, there's illegal, maybe convicted criminals. I get it. I wouldn't want them to be in the country either. That's a
whoa. They're people too, Justin.
Legal convicted criminals, scary. But when you say massive deportation,
what does that mean?
Holy moly, bro!
What does that mean? And I'm telling you, hide your kids, hide your wife.
Okay, we're laughing, but in this upcoming week,
hey, if you come next week and you see a cardboard cutout of me,
yeah, George is done for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything? Okay, so you did something really bad. Is there anything else he's doing?
The good part is that he's unclassifying information. So.
Okay, so that's a no. He's not doing anything.
And he got us back TikTok. Let's go.
Okay. Can we?
I can end it on some technology news.
What is the technology? No, let's something uplifting. Is it happy?
Yes
okay,
no.
what's your topic, George?
I don't think I can get into my topic. I feel
What's
like
your topic, bro?
I don't want to get into my topic. It's already been like 40 minutes of us talking about news, and I really would rather hear what you got to say.
Mine might be taking longer, so I don't know if I want an hour and a half podcast.
Mine was going to be a therapy session, a literal therapy session.
I think that will go shorter than what mine will be.
All right, thank God.
Because mine's also a little therapy, but I'm covering a lot.
Okay, let me just tell you what Elon did. My boy Elon, my best friend who's not going to fire me. Please don't fire me, Justin. Or Elon.
Justin. All right.
Also, Justin, please don't fire me from this podcast.
What did Elon do? How is Elon Musk equate to therapy session now?
Well, no, this is continuing on with the news segment. Oh, so he released another rocket, and it was a good news, bad news situation.
What's the good news? I'm a good news first person.
But you're gonna end on bad news. You can't blame me for it.
Nah, I'm asking you.
All right, cool.
Because only because we've had such shit news for the past 30 minutes. I just need some type of
TikTok,
light.
bro.
That was the beginning. I said the past 30 minutes, George. Okay, give me the good news of Elon Musk's rocket. Pause. Okay, I said it and I meant it.
I heard it. I didn't process it until you said it again. And I was like, oh, he's right.
Yes, go.
So Elon's rocket blasted off, let me tell you.
Okay. In your face. What?
It did. It blasted off everywhere.
Okay.
It landed all over the Caribbean, actually.
Oh, I did see a video where it was failed.
Yeah.
Was there AI on the plane or rocket?
It's AI. Yes. No.
Okay.
No. Yes. Yeah.
Thank God. Okay.
But
what was he trying to do with the rocket?
again, there's just more test flights and
To where? Oh, to Mars?
just testing to get to Mars.
Yeah.
So they're testing. They're launching a spaceship.
Okay.
And remember how a few weeks ago I told you that they launched this. It's called the giant rocket, which is different from the normal rocket, right?
yeah. The label is crazy.
Yeah.
That's a scientific name.
The scientific name.
Yeah.
There's average rockets, right?
Yeah, and then there's the giant rocket.
There's a giant rocket.
Okay.
So the giant rocket which is like 33 stories tall.
Yes.
So for the second time.
That's the one that exploded?
No.
Oh,
for the second time. So this is the good news.
Oh.
So this is the rocket that actually launches a spaceship into space. Okay. So they were able to successfully detach the giant rocket from the spaceship.
Okay.
And have the rocket land in the little chopstick thing.
Okay.
Successful. Better than the last time. Great. They're really getting down this whole rocket technology and blasting off.
They're trying to get away from Earth successfully, and they're putting a lot of money and research into it.
The blast off works. By the way, perfect segment into this podcast was brought to you by Blue Chew. So if your rocket is having trouble blasting off, no,
0 laughs from me. Blue Chew. This is a family program, sir.
I don't know, man. I thought it was funny.
I was just kidding.
All right. So the rocket itself landed properly.
Okay.
But the rocket, unfortunately,
exploded.
Was a little premature.
Oh, shy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a little. It was like, I don't want to go to space yet.
Oh no, it was performance issues.
Yeah, we have all been there.
Yeah. Like he knew they were going into space. He saw the goal. He saw the goal.
He saw it.
And he was like, I don't know if I could hold on.
He's just like, I'm not in the mood. This is such low hanging fruit for us.
No, it's not.
No, it's literally low hanging fruit, dog.
Okay, so then the rocket exploded, which means what to Elon Musk and the world?
Back to the lab again.
Back to the lab again.
Yo,
so
this whole Rhapsody better than.
So them getting to Mars is pushed further.
So no news on that yet. So far, we're all guys. We're going to Mars.
Okay.
One way or another. We're going to Mars.
I'm not going. I'll stay here.
I don't know.
Last night, me and family watched Interstellar. Fantastic movie.
It's okay.
And it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's a little.
Spoilers alert if you haven't watched it, because I want to ask you. The main character has a choice to either stay or go into space to save the human race. You go into space?
Oh, this is a perfect segue into my therapy session.
Oh,
right.
Wait a minute.
All right.
How wait, what?
Let me tell you about what
How
I've
did
been
this transition
to therapy.
Yeah, to
Let me
therapy.
tell you how.
Okay.
First of all, Justin, I would unfortunately feel that it is my duty to save the human race. Duty.
Okay. So you would go into space and leave your family.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not an Elon rocket, but yes, I would go into space.
Okay.
And all that to say is that I have a unhealthy desire to
be the hero.
Yeah. It's an unhealthy desire to be here. And that's exactly what I'm talking about.
And that's why it's so awesome to be friends with you, George.
Why?
Because I don't want to be the hero.
Oh, you do a great job being a villain. As every podcast clip shows, you have no problem being a villain.
Hey.
And trust me, I'm no hero either. But you sure know how to bring.
I was going to say, bro, it goes both ways. But no, I think I take the stance of if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. And I'd rather spend my life with my family and friends.
Can I tell you why I hate that logic?
Why?
The idea that you're saying it's my time to go implies that we are not of our own free will, that we do not have control over our life or our death. To say that you have no control over your death, you have some control.
You have some control, but you also don't have, you don't have full control of your death.
I don't have full control of anything. I don't have full control of my life either. As you can tell, because I've been spiraling with anxiety.
Yes. So why do you hate? Like, I'm just saying, when God takes me, God takes me.
Sure. And that I'm all for that. Right. But I'm saying is that we have a choice. We have the choice to stay on Earth, right?
Okay.
Per the Interstellar movie. And for those of you who haven't watched Interstellar, go watch it. What's wrong with you?
It's such a great movie.
I don't
It's a
want
10 out of 10.
But
what? All right, we might have to end this podcast. I'll see you. Good night.
It's a movie that everyone should watch.
I don't even know how to. I don't even want to carry on. I don't feel friendship in between us anymore.
You think the movie is that good?
Yes. That movie is a 10 out of 10 in every category.
Okay, first of all, is Interstellar the one with like...
He doesn't even know what space movie I'm talking about.
Is that the one where the guy grows potatoes with his poop? Or is that
this guy thinks it's The Martian because he doesn't understand movies. No, Interstellar
is the one... there was two that came out at the same time. I know. Don't try to do this. He doesn't understand.
He's not cultured, bro. He's uncultured.
I am the culture. I save TikTok.
No, you just said he has to grow potatoes with his poop.
I was asking which one. I don't know titles. I know storylines.
Well, to me, is that either saying, oh, you thought The Martian was bad, or no, you thought both of them were bad?
I thought The Martian was good. It was good. It wasn't great.
Okay, anyways, let's get back to being philosophical.
You know what? How much time we got? Because let's see how philosophical we can get.
No, we can get.
I've been in a dark place, Justin.
You've been in a dark place?
I've been in a dark place.
How dark are we talking about?
So dark that I hope that I encourage anybody who watches this podcast, who is struggling, who is keeping it in, to really my entire message during my segment. I know we talked a lot about news.
Yeah.
We talked a lot about like all the different things that are happening around the world. And
is that why you're in a dark place?
No, if anything, that's cheering me up.
Whoops, my bad, guys.
It's a dark topic, but I'm going to try to still crack jokes about it.
All right, go ahead.
But I ended up going down a very dark path for a while. So this last, I would say, week and a half, 2 weeks.
Oh, it's very, very recent.
Very recent.
Okay.
I haven't been able to sleep. And I mean at all. So I have...
stay awake through the night?
So I'm trying... So, right... One of the things that people always tell you is you need to do the nighttime routine, you need to wind down, like take your phone away, do some like reading, stuff like that. So I've been doing all of that and I'm making sure I go to sleep at like 9 o'clock because my anxiety has been through the roof recently.
Okay.
And I would fall asleep at usually around 9:30.
Okay.
I'd wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And then I wouldn't sleep.
What are you doing right before you go to sleep?
I am doing everything that I just told you. I am unwinding. I am taking a hot shower. I take a hot shower. I put away my phone. I take out a book and I will just read until I get sleepy.
Okay.
So usually by like 9:30 because I can't read very much.
Again, you don't have to, because you're telling me what your topic is. I'm now, a lot of questions are happening in my mind because you're winding down and stuff like that. So is there anything you're thinking of right before you go to sleep while you're doing your wind down that's causing you to wake up at 1 a.m?
So the obvious answer is, and for those of you who don't know, is I'm going through wedding planning right now.
Yeah, it's very stressful.
Which causes a lot of stress.
True.
A lot of people's opinions getting put in play. A lot of plans are changing. You're trying to make sure that you do everything the right way, that you show everyone love. There's
a lot of expectations from every which way.
And
friends, family, and everyone.
I'll give you an example too.
Okay.
Right? Like we're stressing. We're trying to get invitations put together as quickly as possible to give these out. And just yesterday, right? I had family people who were just like, your invitation doesn't say this. I'm like,
okay, you ain't got to single me out. I thought I was trolling.
Oh, it wasn't you. You weren't even the person.
I was like, bro, what time, bro?
Where is
My bad.
No, but like something like that wouldn't even bother me all that much. It's whatever.
It just piled on. That's fair.
Right. So all the stress of like trying to make everything happen. Right. Now, while I'm actually falling asleep, in my brain, I'm not genuinely thinking about these things. I'm just like, all right, whatever. I'm doing the steps. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. There's nothing left for me to take care of. Okay. I've already checked off the boxes, right? But for whatever reason, the feeling just doesn't go away. I'm not thinking about it. But
When you wake up though,
I wake up and I'm like, how do I handle this?
you wake up thinking about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wake up and I'm just like, how do I handle this? What are people going to think? What's this going to happen? Like, how do I tell family who's from out of state? Like, all this stuff is just going on, like, who are like coming in last minute and all this stuff. Where do I tell them to stay? How do I, a lot of stress.
Yeah.
And I got to a point where I was getting such little sleep that it was affecting me mentally hard.
Sleep is a very major component in your mental health.
So for a week of not being able to sleep,
Yeah.
plus trying to go to work,
That's very true.
I started going, like, I was off for a very long time. So I'm going back to work and just seeing the amount of work that piled up. Dude.
Yeah. Work
Anxiety.
life. I get more and more and more anxiety. So I have a question for you because you're faced with anxiety when anxiety is like, I have a lot of unanswered or not finished things that I would like to be finished or answered. So I have to think about it. Would it be okay if they, one, were unanswered or unfinished? What do you think the worst that's going to happen if it's not answered or not finished?
Dude, and that's the thing that I tell myself, right? So like, no matter how much I tell myself it's unknown and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
And it's unfinished. It's okay. Like,
because there's that line of like, control what you can't control.
exactly.
And so I also thinking about it, but I guess a lot of anxiety has to be, in my opinion, not to say I'm a professional, is a perspective shift, because you're thinking of it one way, but it's not so much that you're going to lie to yourself, but if you try to understand it in a different way, like, I can only control something that's within my reach. And if I only worry about that, then my list of worries like gets significantly smaller.
And again, I agree with everything that you're saying. And I tell myself everything that you just said.
Okay.
I literally go through the thought process of just like, I've done everything so in my power.
Yeah.
Like, I've checked it off. I'm good. Right. Like, that's it. Whatever happens, if someone else wants to think negatively about something, that's on them. It ain't on me.
Okay. But
I've even gone back, and it's one thing that I'm thankful for is that in this hard time, it's brought me back to my faith with God, and it's helped me, rely on Him a little bit more.
okay.
Yeah, but not sleeping sucks.
But I'm hearing that you're saying this to yourself. So question, do you believe what you tell yourself? Because apparently, I guess you're still having anxiety and can't sleep.
And the thing is, and maybe I'm lying to myself, but in my brain, yeah, I do believe that. Like, I believe that I'm just like, what else do you want, George? You've done everything.
Again, I don't know if I want to spend 30 more minutes, but my topic, because I'm learning a self-help book.
Right.
There's something I wanted to talk about that I can perfectly apply to what you're going through right now. And I'll just talk about it right now, and then maybe I'll talk about what I read in the book next week. But there's a section in the book that says trauma does not exist. And the fact that we use trauma, it's a tool that we use to explain our pain, because sometimes pain is more comfortable than us than to be in the unknown, or even to be sometimes being optimistic is unknown to you.
Okay, I want you to clip that so the internet can roast the shit out of you.
No, you can roast the shit out of me. I kind of believe it.
I don't believe that.
I kind of believe it.
I think trauma is real.
No. See, you just thought one sentence. You just took one sentence and you're really like that, you freaking idiot. No, to understand that, and this could be a possibility, not saying that you're going through it, but you're more comfortable in an anxious spot to explain the pain that you're going through right now. You want to be anxious because you're going through pain to explain it. Like, I feel worried and terrible about this thing. And so I'm going to keep feeding this because I'm comfortable being in this place, because I've always been in this place.
I'll tell you this, right? I hate what I'm going through to the point where I don't, dude. I had a literal mental breakdown.
Yeah.
And I thank God that I am given a partner who looked at me and said, I got you.
Yeah. But okay, let me just again, perspective shift. You understand that priming your mind is something, we read that in a book like a long time ago, that you prime your mind. when people say that wedding is stressful and that life is stressful, even if it wasn't a wedding, the fact that you have to handle a job, a relationship, a family, responsibility as a friend, as a brother, as any of these things, if you really look at life, it's an insane amount of things that you have to do and have expectations of. Then you add wedding and everybody has so much expectations and wishes for you. So now that you know, you're like, damn, life is so stressful. I'm going to zone in on that. And and now that I keep telling myself that life is stressful, I'm going to like magnify everything that is stressful, and then it keeps adding on and adding on and adding on. Right.
I hear what you're saying, dude. And I'm sure on some subconscious level, you have to be right. Right. Like I wouldn't feel this way if I wasn't feeling that on some subconscious level.
Yes.
But I'm telling you that I wake up, or like when I try to like think about these things and these stresses, I'm always just like, no, like you are doing everything that you can. Like logically, okay, it makes sense. Emotionally, it doesn't. Emotionally, I'm just like, you just have to go with it. You have to do your best. That's all.
Yes.
And I agree with you that you have to change your perspective, but changing your perspective doesn't just mean telling yourself logically. It's feeling it and living it.
Here's, I guess, the analogy, because I don't even know if I'm explaining it right. When I say people are more comfortable in pain or stress or anxiety because they're just so used to being in it. It's the same way of like, I want to go exercise or try this new thing, whether it's try starting a business or something like that. I'd rather talk about it because it's so much easier than doing something that's uncomfortable or taking the next step. I'm so afraid of taking the next step because it's so unknown to me. In the same way of handling stress, because I don't even know where to start to take my next step. I'm more comfortable being in this situation.
So I guess, so my topic for today was finding help where you need it.
Okay.
Because where I've gone, I've decided that I need help. So I disagree with you simply because I got to a point where I'm like, I need the next step. Like, I don't want to feel this way. And I'm willing, I know it's unknown, but I need to change something. I need to.
Well, I guess in the, not to downplay, I'm not downplaying, but like the fact that in 2 weeks you recognize and you want to take the next step is different than a lot of people who stay in it because it's more comfortable. But even in like, this book is kind of changing my perspective on a lot of things because they're saying like emotions is something that us humans can be in control of.
Oh, I agree.
And right?
I agree.
Because they're saying how like you could be on a phone, you could be so mad at someone right now. You could be fighting with your girl or your guy or whatever. You'll be fighting and then get a phone call from your mom or whatever. And then bam, as you pick it up, you can switch tones.
Mom, how you doing?
You can switch tones because that means your anger or whatever emotion that you're feeling can be controlled and switched by you. Therefore, I think there's a lot of things we humans use, and I think trauma and pain we utilize to feel comfortable.
I want to read that book. Like after you're done with it, like genuinely give it to me so I can read it. It's a library book, then return it.
I'll give you a PDF. Don't worry, it's free.
No, but like just because let's say you change your tone or you don't take out your frustration or anger when that phone call comes through, right? Just because your mom calls and you're in the middle of fighting your phone call and like you can change your tone doesn't mean you're automatically not angry. Doesn't mean that you're not anxious. Doesn't mean you're not
in those moments when you pick up the phone, you change your tone and you can have a full on conversation with your mom. In those moments, you're not angry.
It's not that I'm not angry. No, I'm still angry, but I'm not angry at the person I'm talking to on the phone. I'm not angry at this person. I'm not going to take out my anger and my frustration on somebody who's innocent and doesn't deserve that frustration, right? Like my anger isn't with them. It's with this person. That's why I'm angry. So I'm gonna focus my energies where they lie.
Yeah, but like momentarily, you are not angry when you're on the phone with someone else.
Sure.
The same thing with your girl. Your girl can piss you off and do something that's very annoying, and then switch and you could do something very cute or romantic and switch your emotions really quickly.
Mine's never pissed me off. Oh, let me fix this.
That was a good save.
Mine's never pissed me off. She's perfect in every way.
All right.
All I wanted to say is I do agree with you that there is a emotional shift that you have to take control of. And while I myself am telling myself that I am in control, I have done everything, I should feel this way, and I do feel this way. I have tried to take that perspective, but physiologically, my heart rate goes up. Physiologically, I cannot sleep, even though I have told myself all these things. And I do want to say that, like, after my little breakdown, I decided to go and seek like professional help. And that was very helpful. I'm not going to tell you HIPAA assholes. You don't get to know what I went through.
Okay. That's funny.
But like, I hope that anybody who watches this, who is a dude or not a dude, who feels like they have to like take the burden on for themselves, who feels like they can't share what they're going through with other people. Maybe you can't. Maybe something's just too personal right now to open up to like your social circle. That you find someone, whether it's a friend, whether it's a professional, whether it's whatever, that you find someone to at least open up to, or have someone like Justin who's willing to like challenge you on your thought process. Like, you may say, hey, I'm doing everything right.
I will challenge you.
He will have no problem doing that. Oh, you feel like George? You're not trying hard enough.
But you feel sad, George? You're being sad because you want to be sad, George.
Your sadness is on you. You know what? Maybe don't go to Justin.
Wait, I just came to a realization. Don't do it.
But having gone through that experience, it has motivated me to start a bigger project.
What's the bigger project?
The bigger project is going to be unveiled over the next few weeks and months as I continue to work on it.
Okay.
I have some pretty grand ideas. And it involves, I'm not going to lie, mostly men's health and supporting other people in those areas. And as more details come out on that, I'll share them on the podcast. But I got something in the works that I'm hoping is helpful to not just like myself, because I enjoy working on helping others, but helps anybody who's watching or anybody who's struggling or anybody who's going through. Dang, we went from like
the horrible upcoming week to George's horrible last week.
Yo, how do we make this podcast not depressing?
No,
you should laugh.
I think I'm curious to see what this project is, and I'm curious because, again, my goal. I didn't get into it that much. Maybe you got a sneak peek, but next week I'm gonna really get into it. I have a goal of 12 self-help books.
I'll sick.
I picked out like 3. I'm gonna pick out the rest, as we go.
Yep.
But I do want to speak on the self-help books that I'm reading, and there's a lot of interesting perspectives, terms. It's not to say that it's right, but a lot of things I was like, I wonder if I do that, and should I continue doing it or try something different? So with your journey of mental health, I am very curious of the ideas or thought processes or any advice you're going to give to anybody.
And if your name is Bishoy Bakhter, leave in the comments below on how reading self-help books is stupid and you shouldn't do them, and that he's doing something stupid by reading self-help books, because that's what he believes.
Interesting. Singling him out, huh?
I want the world to know. Is that
because he's my best friend?
Oh, you're the one who doxed him, The best friend he was an enigma.
Okay,
he was unknown.
Bleep it out, Justin, bleep it out.
I think that does it for this episode of the podcast. We hope, we covered a way wide range of topics today.
Yes, we did.
But we hope you learned something today. We hope that, at least for the last part, that you did a little bit of self-reflection, and if you are in need of help, especially if you're someone I know, please reach out to me.
Yes, sir.
If you learned something today, we hope you learned something today.
If you didn't cry, we hope you laughed.
We hope you cry.
Crying selfie.
But if you learned something today, we hope you learned something today. If not, I hope you laughed at the beginning part, not the end part. And please, if you do support us, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Those do help us out a lot. And we'll catch you on the next one, even though he doesn't want you to subscribe. Peace.